Ahed Tamimi attacked Israeli soldiers in the West Bank village of Nabe Saleh after she saw two soldiers who had reportedly shot her teen cousin an hour earlier in front of her house.
لأنه إحنا مش بس بنقاوم من طريق إنه ننزل مواجهات وهيك لا بنقاوم عن طريق الإعلام.
Shortly before Ahed hit out at the soldier, her 15-year-old cousin Mohammed was wounded. The family says he was shot in the head by a rubber bullet.
Peter Lerner, a former Israeli army spokesman, claimed that Mohammed had not been shot, but that he engaged in a fraudulent tactic of Pallywood. According to Lerner and the Israeli military bureaucracy, Mohammed had incurred his head injury falling off a bike.
The Tamimi's high-profile resistance to an illegal land grab by a neighboring Israeli settlement has made them a target of the Israeli military. Ahed's cousin Mohammed was shot in the head minutes before the now infamous slap, but the army has cast doubt on the story, calling it fake news, saying the injury that led to a third of his skull being removed was caused not by a bullet, but a bike crash.
The family released what it said were medical records and a scan saying it proved he was shot. A senior Israeli army official tells CNN it's investigating the new information.
Israeli society's violent obsession with Ahed Tamimi reached disturbing levels when Ben Caspit, one of Israel's most prominent political pundits, called for her jailers to, quote, exact a price at some other opportunity, in the dark, without witnesses and cameras.
Finding balance on this story is particularly difficult given the media's comfortable relationship with the military. Almost every Israeli serves in the army. Some of the country's top editors and reporters even learnt their craft in the army radio station.
Like when she pushed the soldier, it was here, and the soldier wanted to go up there to shoot fire from there on the children that was there.
Ahed Tamimi, a celebrated teenage Palestinian activist, and her family were investigated by the Israeli government, who questioned whether they were a real family or just light-skinned paid actors.
Tamimi doesn't fit the Israeli stereotype of what Palestinians look like, and a number of prominent voices in the media argued she was being used in Pallywood propaganda.
Tamimi's case can be seen within the frame of the rise of new media. If there were no cameras, the issue would have been handled in a completely different way.
In the end of the day, yeah, we make Ahed Tamimi a symbol. Why you need to publish footage of her in the court, footage of her in jail? Don't do it. Do things quietly, like they used to do in Guantanamo Bay in the state. You need to
torture her.
I didn't say torture, but do it quietly.
The internet has changed how war is reported, but censorship is no longer effective. It is now possible for anybody with a smartphone and internet access to bypass restrictions. This creates a challenge for states, especially those that have something to hide.
This was not Ahed Tamimi's first viral encounter with an Israeli soldier. Images like this one turned her into a national icon, aged 11. The presence of cameras helps fuel a media war. Both sides understand that sometimes the right image at the right time can be a powerful weapon. An establishment media that mostly protects the image of the army. Audiences that have little time for nuanced representations of Palestinians, and journalists who are happy to keep it that way. And a hero, a villain for the internet age, being tried behind closed doors in a military court with a near 100% conviction rate. This is how you render a 50-year occupation invisible.